Hello world, this is Jeffrey, JJB146 Blake, coming to you today with a look at Pokemon Live. So we're going to look at a couple different things in the interface. First, I want to talk about the deck interface. So here is how you choose your decks. Right now, it defaults, I think, to showing things in order of recency, as in the last time you messed with it. So like last time you edited it or played it or whatever. You can also sort by favorites, which goes by, I assume it goes with your star, like it goes for your stars on top, and then alphabetical. Or you can just go to all and it's just straight alphabetical. You can tell it you only want to see the decks that are valid for play. And that's about it. There's currently no switching between expanded or standard format. And my biggest thing is there's no way to, like, I guess you can search. I honestly hadn't seen this and clicked on it until right now. I didn't think there was any way to search. My big complaint here, though, is that this is too big. Like, maybe it will feel better on mobile, and that's where it shines. But on desktop, like, these things are too big. And then, by contrast, let's look at the actual deck building interface. So we click to edit the deck, and you'd think that it would like come over and like fill the screen, right? It doesn't. You have these little tabs, and all your cards you have to add into here. And it just feels very unnatural and very crammed. The one thing that's nice is you can, so there are a few things that are nice, right? I don't know why it defaulted to exchange. I'm not even sure what that's trying to say. We're going to click away from that for a second. Okay, this is what I was expecting to see. Where it says how many are available, and you can go in. And if you don't have enough of a card, like say I wanted this, and I wanted to add more than I have, it makes the deck invalid, but you can still do it. But then if you want to build them, you click that exchange and it pops up this. I don't know why it was defaulting to just showing that with those other cards. Anyway, we don't want it like that. We're back to the list the way it was. Click back to the Pokemon. And now it's showing it the way it was. I don't know why it was defaulting into the exchange interface. But this does show something that I think is kind of neat and worth talking about. It shows that you can build cards you don't have, right? So right now we have a 3-2 line of Mew VMAX. This is actually the build of Mew VMAX that they give you in one of the reward tiers. Clearly we would want more than this, so we would probably want a third Mew VMAX, for instance, or maybe not. We can get it with 1,025 credits. We currently have 1,130 credits, so we could just decide to add a Mew VMAX into our collection, into this deck right now. It would be available in every deck. Like, you get to share cards between decks the same way that you do on PTCGO. So that'd be cool. I'm not going to do that, but we could. Genesect, you see, is only 750. Mew V is 750. Get to a basic card that's only 40 credits to get a Bidoof, if you just happen to need a Bidoof. If you need that rare, like for when they get to the point that they have expanded, if you need that like super rare Sneasel, right? But we want to look at expanded format cards we don't own. See 7 cards, right? So which one was it? The Sneaky Smash one, I think. This became popular for a while. And again, it's only 40 credits. So if you're trying to build decks online to mimic real cards and you have like... Actually, it wasn't Sneasel at all. It was Zorua. No? I don't know. My point is that where sometimes it's very difficult to find cards on PTCGO, especially if you're wanting to play an optimal basic for an evolving Pokemon or something like that, you can do it trivially here. What about like Tool Drop Trubbish? Right? Well, they don't have it. That's too old. So I guess there's that's the downside, is that it only goes back so far. Maybe they'll fix that. Hopefully they would fix that. This I was trying to show it off as being cool, and it's actually crappy because they don't actually support all the cards. But you can see how that would be good. Like here, one more thing. For instance, we don't want Pokemon. Let's see. Filters. Weakness, resistance stage. Do I have to click over? I bet I have to click into trainers to do trainer cards. There we go. Trainer filters. Expanded, not owned. See here. Computer. Oh, weird. They don't even have computer search available. I know it's bugged. One of my friends has imported computer search onto their side, and it shows up as a Pokemon. Maybe it would be on the Pokemon side. Computer? No. Okay. Anyway, when they get all the cards set up properly, this is going to be cool. But trying to interact with this little screen, and even on mobile, it's going to be so much smaller even. Like... feels like it's going to be painful. I think they could do that if there was just some way to expand this out and have like a pop-up for adding cards. That feels like it'd be so much better. But that's not how it is. Anyway, that's decks. There's a profile where you get to customize the way your avatar looks. I find the avatars to just be annoying, but that's me. There's a shop where you can spend crystals to buy different collections. It's kind of cool. I haven't really experimented with doing any of this as of yet. And the reason I haven't done so is because of the battle pass. So I came in, I had about 600 crystals. I played for a while, I did some stuff, I earned more crystals, got to 800, and then I unlocked the premium battle pass. So with the basic battle pass that everyone plays on, you get rewards. It came with the single strike Urshifu deck and 5 packs, and then you can see we got some more packs, some more credits to build cards with. And every day, basically, if you do your daily challenges, you unlock a new tier. So you get packs. The packs are only 5 cards, which is, kind of BS, but whatever. Some of the rewards are kind of mediocre. Just getting 20 credits, half of a common, is not a good daily reward. But, days where you get 3 packs plus 50 credits and Crobat V, that's a good daily reward. But there's this other half. The bottom half here is the premium pass. And you have to spend 800 credits.
That's not looking great, chat.
You have to spend 800 credits to unlock 800 crystals, to unlock this, which is why I haven't looked at purchasing any package there because I had 600, earned a few more, spent 800 to unlock this. What do we get there? Well, that's where we got the Mew VMAX kind of junk build list that we currently have. But as we progress along, you earn more cards through it. Here's another Mew that I earned. Here, over here somewhere, is a Mew VMAX. And then you eventually unlock all the Genesects that you would need to have a typical, like, perfect meta build of the deck. All of that's built in. It's not just like you play for a month to get 1 or 2 cards the way it is on Pokemon PTCGO. You can get entire meta decks built in as long as you just do like the daily stuff and spend the crystals that you're earning along the way anyway. So that is awesome. Love it. That's way better than the way PTCGO works. I feel like you should earn credits a bit faster, at least for my taste, because, if you're buying ultra rare cards, it's 1,000 credits or more. That's still way better than having to go, trade 100 packs for a card, obviously. But, like we can spend 1,000 credits to get a Mew VMAX. We don't have to trade 50 packs. The last thing in the interface I want to show, though, is the ladder. So this ladder, you can see it's about to end because April's about to end. Although it looks like it's going to end before the end of April, which is weird. But the ladder system is kind of worse. Like, you have to look at the battle pass as replacing the ladder and also as replacing the daily challenges. And it does a good job of both. But this ladder system, like, it'd almost be better if they just didn't have it, or if they didn't have any rewards in it, because when you get things like avatar items for reaching the Ultra Ball tier, I mean, you've won a pretty decent amount of games at the Ultra Ball tier. I'm not even there yet. So I feel like by giving such mediocre rewards, even finishing the whole ladder, you get 10 cards plus a mediocre V. Like, that feels like worse than the old ladder was, even. Like the PTCGO ladder. At least at that point, you had 3 different ultra rare cards and way more than 2 packs. So I feel like the ladder system should have better rewards. But that's a minor thing because of this Battle Pass being such an improvement. Now then, let's look at some gameplay. Here's where we see some issues. Oh, I clicked in, and I have to select the deck. I already had it selected. I didn't actually have to. I could have hit play. I just clicked the wrong thing. Hit the big play button. But, by the way, you just saw, when you want to change decks, you have to go back into the deck interface every time you want to change. You can't just, like, swipe around and then hit play. You've got to go back into that interface, move through the sorting mechanisms that they have to find the deck you want to play. Again, it feels clunkier than it needs to be. I guess it's a little easier to find the decks you want there than it was in PTCGO, because it does show a little bit more than it did on the basic screen, but I think there's a lot of room for improvement, and they removed some of the like filtering options, like filtering by type, that are there in PTCGO. Right now we're waiting for a match, and this can take a while. I feel like it's not fair to judge too harshly because it is a limited beta, so that's going to happen sometimes. There's also a number of people who played on here that then gave up because it's painful. It's painful finding a match, and sometimes it's painful playing a match. They go through and give tips that are about as good as the tips that you get when you watch Pokemon live broadcasts on like Twitch or YouTube streams. But yeah, so we wait and wait and wait for a match. I'm going to go ahead and just skip to where we find a match.